Hello everyone and happy Sunday. This is Dawn. I'm so glad you could join me. I'm back with another fun Halloween card. Today I'm sharing how I made this super quick card with patterned paper and a distressed background. I'm using the Whimsy Stamp Slimline Halloween Magic stamp set and the Boho circles. This stamp set is adorable and it has 4 images and 3 sentiments. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp my image. I'm using the witch on the broomstick with her cute little cat. I'm going to stamp it with a black Copic friendly ink since I'll be using my Copic markers today. Then I'm going to use the matching die to cut it out. The dies can be purchased separately for this stamp set. Now I'm going to do some quick Copic coloring. I'm not doing anything special. I just start out by coloring all the edge of the witch's hat with some C7, and then I'm going to bring in some C5 and color in most of the hat with it. And then I'll bring in some C3, which is a lighter color, to blend it all together. Just keep going back and forth with all the colors until you have the desired look that you want. I do the very same thing for the rest of the witch's outfit and the cat. I color in the same exact way, so I'm not really showing how I did all of the coloring. Next, I color the cat's ear with R11 Pale Cherry and the cat's little nose. I color the broom handle with E37, and then I just basically go over the black lines with it for the broom part. And then I bring in E33 and I color in the rest of the broom with it, and I just kind of blend it all together. I decided then that I wanted to have the end of the broom a little bit darker, so I went over all the lines with some E25, and then I did the outer edge of the broom handle as well. I colored in the witch's bow on her hat with some BV04, and then I color in every other line on her sock with it. I used some Y15 to color in the rest of the lines on her socks. I used some E00 for her hand and her face, just putting a very light coat down because I didn't want her face too dark. And basically for her hair, I did Y17 to color in, the whole entire hair. And then I brought in some Y24 to color over the black lines in her hair to make it look like it had darker highlights. And then that's it. She's done. Coloring the image is what takes the longest. The rest will go really quick. Now I'm going to use the Boho circles to make my moon. There are 3 large dies. I'm going to use the 3rd largest die. I just wanted to take them out to show you the size difference. I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to just die cut it from some white cardstock. Now I'm going to ink blend my moon. I'm going to use the Distress Oxide Fossilized Amber to color it in. I use the blending brushes that have the dome heads. I just like how the ink covers the paper better with them than the flathead ones. I start out by dabbing most of the ink off on my scrap paper, and if you notice, I don't really use a lot of ink. I want different shades of the yellow ink on the paper, some dark sections and some light sections. Then, using the Whimsy Stamps blending brush, I bring in some Distress Oxide Black Soot, and if you notice, I put most of the ink onto the scrap paper here as well because I don't want it that dark. I just go around the edge of the paper covering the yellow just a little bit, and that's it. It's basically just to give it a little bit of darkness to make it kind of look spooky. Next, I'm going to show you this pack of awesome pattern paper. I'll be using this one right here that I cut down to 3 3/4 by 5 1/8, but I want to show you all the patterns that come in this pack. You can make so many quick and easy Halloween cards with this paper pack because most of them already have a scene on them. You just need to add a sentiment or a stamped image and you're good to go. So I just wanted to let you know this is the Nevermore paper pack in case you were interested. Anyway, now I'm going to use these bats from the Elvira Moonlighting die set. I thought they would be perfect for this card. I cut 2 of them from some black cardstock, and I also cut a piece of black cardstock to 4 1/16 by 5 5/16. When I was looking at the pieces, I decided I wanted some dimension, so I took the next size down for the boho circles, and I die cut a circle in the middle of the pattern paper. And then I put foam tape all over the back of the pattern paper, and I adhered the yellow circle to the back of it. And then I put glue on the back of the foam tape to make it easier to move the pattern paper around if I had to, and I adhere it to the piece of black cardstock. I put foam tape on the back of the witch and adhere her to the card front, and then I stamped the sentiment above the witch in black ink. I put some Wink of Stella onto both of the bats to give them some sparkle, and then I decided I want to have my witch image have some sparkle as well, so I put some Wink of Stella on her, the cat, and the broomstick. You can't really see it in the video, but it adds the perfect amount of shimmer to the card. And then I adhere the bats to the card front with some liquid glue. Now lately, none of my cards are complete until I use my confetti from This Calls for Confetti. I absolutely love her confetti. She has a great selection of Halloween confetti. I'm just using the black matte one today, but check out her website. I have her link below if you're interested. I just put some random confetti onto the card front with some liquid glue, and I used my jewel picker to make it much easier for picking up the confetti. And then to finish off the card, I adhere the card front to an A2 size card base with some liquid glue. So that's going to complete my card for today. I hope you enjoyed this card. I want to thank you for joining me on the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. I would love for you to leave a comment and let me know what you think of the card. Be sure to subscribe to the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel and their other social media platforms so you don't miss out on any upcoming releases and great inspirational videos. Also, check out their website for all their new releases. And as always, thanks for stopping by and have yourself a wonderful day.